Welcome back to the channel SafeMoon Millionaires. My name is Ishan, and in this video we're going to be breaking down 3 reasons why SafeMoon has bottomed and is setting up to explode, along with an actual realistic timeline as to when this could happen. So make sure you stick around till the end of the video and let's get right into it. So the first reason is the technical setup, but not for the reasons you might think. So first of all, right off the bat, yesterday I told you guys how we were forming this descending broadening wedge, and I told you guys that until we broke above this 50 retracement right over here at about 649, where we were facing resistance, and above the top resistance line we wouldn't see a reversal higher, and we ended up dropping lower. So overall, just a couple classic bullish and bearish indicators. Even taking a look at the RSI, we can see how we're forming a bullish divergence despite SafeMoon coming down to approximately the same level. However, what I wanted to share with you guys is the Wyckoff theory. That's right, as you can see, the Wyckoff theory has a couple stages. We have a period of accumulation where we accumulate, then we mark up, we have distribution, and then a markdown, and we can see exactly that with SafeMoon. We can see over here on the hourly chart how we had a really big period of accumulation. Buyers are buying and buying and buying, and then we had our big markup to the upside. Then we had our distribution period, and now we're having our markdown to the downside. And so while many people are saying, SafeMoon could be heading up to the moon very soon, I don't think it's going to be that soon at all. My personal realistic price prediction and price analysis for SafeMoon is that we actually continue to consolidate for a couple of days or maybe a week or so. And I know that doesn't sound ideal. I know we've all been hodling strong and waiting for those gains, but what I expect is a period of accumulation, and we've already completed 2 of the stages. As we can see, if I actually scroll out for just a second, there's a phase A, a phase B, a phase C, a phase D, and a phase E. Our phase A is just an initial bounce, and as we can see, we got that. We came down, we got our initial bounce right over here, and then as we can see, we have our phase B where we form a new high, come down to about the same level, and then bounce even higher. And you know what? We've basically done that as well. We've gotten that new high, and now we're coming down exactly to that same level, and as you can see, we're finding support. In these previous scenarios right over here, we would break those and form lower lows, but as we can see, SafeMoon is now beginning to form higher highs, maintain this level as buyers are finally committing to this price level, and we're beginning to follow through on these phases of the Wyckoff stage. So now if I set in some trend lines, what I expect SafeMoon to do is that we're in that phase B, right? I expect us to continue trading sideways in this channel, and so what you want to be doing if you plan to be trading SafeMoon is buying into the breakout above the 66578 level, and this is probably the channel we continue trading sideways in. And once we break above this resistance, that's when you want to be buying for the much larger reversal to the upside, kind of like right over here, right? Right over here we had our channel, boom, we broke above it and we blew up and exploded to the upside. So now the second reason why SafeMoon could be setting up for a move higher is because of negative news against Bitcoin. A few days ago, China basically reiterated some crackdowns and regulations on Bitcoin, but basically today they announced that they're going to be cracking down on Bitcoin mining and trading behavior to resolutely prevent the transmission of individual risk to the social field. And this is actually big because China powers about 1/3 of the global Bitcoin transactions and basically mining about 1/3 of Bitcoin. As we can see, right, it's now clear that 1/3 of all of the world's Bitcoin mining power masses in a single hotbed of our arch rival China, right? So China is essentially controlling 1/3 of the global Bitcoin mining. So the fact that if Bitcoin mining continues to get banned, if maybe other countries implement this, what this means for Bitcoin is a decrease in adoption and lower prices. We even saw Tesla, Elon Musk loves Bitcoin, but guess what? He declined payments now. So while I don't necessarily think that this is the end of Bitcoin, you can't deny that this won't end up helping SafeMoon. SafeMoon does not rely on mining, and SafeMoon has 0 energy consumption. SafeMoon, as we know, relies on tokenomics, which is the process of burning tokens. When you sell SafeMoon, 5% is redistributed to us hodlers, and the remaining 5% is removed from circulation permanently. And look, I understand that not everyone is going to buy SafeMoon, that's obvious, but I think a lot of people are beginning to realize that, hey, there are now better alternatives, and one of them is SafeMoon. SafeMoon relies on tokenomics, and overall SafeMoon is just going after some really bold targets, like with their Operation Phoenix, their Operation situation in Gambia, what they're doing with the Gambian government, and even their SafeMoon wallet, SafeMoon card, and SafeMoon exchange. And sure, those initiatives haven't been fully implemented yet, and so that's definitely a big risk for SafeMoon, but the fact of the matter is that they are no longer a meme coin. And look, the truth is that we're already seeing it. On May 13th, we hit 2 million holders, and today it's May 21st, and we're already at basically 2.2 million holders. In less than 10 days, we've already added 200,000 holders, which is just mad. So as you can see, this mainstreamness, all of this is just leading to more holders, more people buying SafeMoon, and it's just going to continue to be a domino effect that leads to more and more and more and more. And then last but not least is the whale watchers, and that the whales are dumping. As we can see right over here, the whales dropped about 200 billion tokens since yesterday. As we can see, a bunch of whales added, but a bunch of big whales also sold. Over here we can see 300 billion less, 2 billion less, 1 billion less. So this big whale really dumped a lot of their shares, a lot of their position in SafeMoon. And as we know, dumping SafeMoon is in a way a negative, but also at the same time can be a positive, because with selling, these whales are also liquidating their positions and these tokens are being burned. And the less the whales have, the more stability it'll bring to the market, and the less in a way risk there'll be of these whales further dumping in the future. And then there's also more upside for SafeMoon going forward. And even as we can see, this was about 51 days ago. So 51 days ago, essentially the whales had 225 trillion tokens, and then it was 173 trillion. Now going back again, now whales only have about 116 trillion tokens. So basically in the last 50 days, whales have also burnt about 50 to 60 trillion tokens. So as the whales continue burning and selling into this dip, what that means for SafeMoon going forward is that there's going to be less pressure on prices in the short term, and overall there's going to be less barrier to breaking to new highs. Like as we can see right over here, we were really struggling to knock off a zero and break this level, and a big reason was the good old whales were taking profit, they were selling, and you know, they had their orders up over here. So anytime we retested, boom, guess what, they would sell, push up again, they would sell, and now into this dip they're selling as well. They're selling, which is good, but now the next time after this, you know, accumulation period, we retest these highs, there's a greater chance that we break through these levels, because the whales then have less shares, and when they have less shares, then there's less they can sell, and if there's more demand, we can finally break these levels and knock off a zero. So that's the power of tokenomics, that's the power of burning, and why SafeMoon is really different from so many of these other cryptocurrencies. And overall, from the fundamentals, from the technicals, it's looking good for SafeMoon. Let's just put it that way. It's looking good for SafeMoon, and we're getting a lot more mainstream. I mean, I don't even have to mention like the whole Dave Portnoy thing. That's just hilarious at this point, and I think that's only going to continue to grow. I think SafeMoon is going to get more mainstream, and people are going to catch on to it. And so these are the facts and the three major things to be watching out for over the next few days. So with that being said, that's the video. Make sure to subscribe and check out the Gen Z Trader Academy down below if you want to learn technical analysis for yourself, a lot more advanced trading strategies, and learn to make better entry and exit decisions. With that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, clocking out for now. Peace.